Hello, the anointed ones. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May his light shine upon you and cause it to make other people see that Jesus is real and that he wants us all to go back to heaven with him. Yes. May you be the beacon of light that people need to see, to be successful, healthy, happy, whole, kind, caring, loving, and a little bit crazy like me. If you see the traffic coming and I'm up here trying to turn, you be like, she crazy. It's okay. See, we made it. Now, um, I look around and I be thinking about all these different things, and people are steady saying, you need to change the way you talk. I know. But when your heart is broken, in a sense, so is your language. A lot of people are brokenhearted. That's what God gave me. Now, I don't want to apply it, but that's pretty much it. A lot of people have been brokenhearted and they do their best to cope until they're healed if they care to, if they believe they can be, if they care. Did I say if they care? Yeah. Now, but there are three things you can do to aid yourself in healing. You ain't got to do it. It's not the only three either. Okay. There's a lot. Where's the camera? I thought it was a camera right here. Okay. So one is learning how to train your mind a certain way. And it's not psyching yourself out. It is literally somewhat that of manifestation, but it's not, but it is. But you have to train your mind to understand that this is not reality. All these buildings and maybe the trees. Oh, there's a nest. Wow. Is there more than one? Anyway, yeah. Because remember, it's still winter, but the nest still remains. I guess it could be in one or two. I don't know what type of birds be in these trees. Listen, there's three things. One is to train your mind a certain way. That's how I strive and survive. Life is not easy. People want to make it hard. I noticed that. Even on jobs, things are great. It's just a plethora of clowns that are not happy. They haven't learned to train their minds and emotions to understand that you're not keeping it real when you don't respond or react. You're absolutely understanding that there's a whole nother line of living that you can absolutely take advantage of. And it is to your plethora of usage. It's to your advantage. It's to your, what is it called? It's to your advantage. Okay? Is that your service? Is that your beck and call? Is that your will? The amount that you need to survive and to understand, again, things happen, but you have to process it in the sense that this too will pass, and no matter how big it is, you have to understand. I don't mean like it'll be forgotten, or you'll come to a kumbaya moment with anybody, or it'll be peaceful, but you'll be able to maintain a certain level of spectacularness that people will not understand. It's not that you want to impress them. You want to impress them to understand that even if and when you go do the same thing, this can carry you. Now, some people know about it and they misuse it and abuse it. And yes, it is to your advantage. It's at your service, at your will, according to your faith. Hey, everybody. Normally I'm here on zero. I just be talking. And I'd never expect anybody to see this except maybe 10 years from now if the service is still up. But welcome. I must be on my LAVERA NESHAY Network. However, so that's one thing, and I didn't finish it because I have a knack of rambling, and I don't care who don't like it, but we're trying to tighten it up here. Okay, so the second thing is to train your spirit to yield to something higher and bigger than you. And I know there's like, I don't even got that, but you are God. Your body is absolutely a temple. It's absolutely something that's sacred, and that's why it's important that you consult God when making decisions about partnerships, relationships. God wants no harm to his people. And we are all his people with righteous minds. But people don't accept it. Oh, I'm like everybody else. Oh, I'm going to speak Ebonics like the people around me. Oh, I ain't going to think for myself. I'm going to follow the crowd. And we are talking about that Narrow, straight and narrow is the one that wins the race. It's the way to win the race. Remember, first is not last, and last is not first. Whatever. If people are, oh, me, that's fine, because remember, at some spiritual point, all those people that wanted to go first and they're not qualified, fine, let them have fun, let them do what they need to do. But later on in life, somewhere along the way, spiritually, God is going to balance the scales where they're on the other end of the spectrum. We're not wishing anything on anybody. We're not saying this is good or bad, but I don't care if it's been 100 years, 1,000 years, and God's will, things flip. So those that were very wealthy sometimes can become impoverished, and the people that were impoverished become wealthy as God sees fit. There is a balance. Everybody gets a turn. Sometimes there's families that feel like they're callous. They don't care about people's lives, or whatever. Very disrespectful and dishonorable to people's livelihoods. And they literally seek, if not will, people's deaths with an S. And they see nothing wrong with that. It's very normal. Dog eat dog, family or not. I want to be first. I want to be the only one. So I got to knock you out as competition. Very sad. Very sad. But that's, hey. A lot of families live that way. Very sad. I don't think God is pleased, but you tell people how to do their families. Okay. I ain't into it. But so those people that lived it up, maybe on somebody's demise, or maybe there were several people in the family that got up off the planet. You think that's gonna be cool? You don't think that's ever gonna have a recompense or a balance? No. Hey, I'm telling you, sooner or later, somewhere along the way, somewhere in that line, things will balance out. So the people that felt like it was okay to, that's why I kind of mind my business, because God balances. Just say I do something to someone and it causes them to lose their life, and I think I'm living it up. I got policies on them. I got friends that don't just give me, because see, in the hood, they only want to give you maybe up to $100,000. If it's a business and they were really in the wrong, if you live, because they're trained to not let you live, but some of them have a heart and God has grace. We're told to kill you on the spot, especially like trucking companies. And it's not godly. It's an unwritten rule, what I said. And some other companies are adapting that, gangs, illegally operating gangs. But they are businesses. So if they hit you, whether it was a hit or not, it is considered an accident. You were in the way, and hey, they'll just pay out. How much versus doing all that long-term medical care? Because they're just thinking of themselves. That's evil. Anyway, just say I'm the type of person that likes to hurt people. And there's someone in my family, and there's about 2, 3, 4, 5 folks that I just did in for policies or whatever. Just greedy dog. And I don't think none of them live my best life, being a pig, trying to show off. Ain't nothing mine. Borrowed this on people's lives, and I just really think I'm winning. I'm out here moving and shaking, trying to compete with folks that ain't got sugar, honey, ST, brain, hearts, nothing. And I think I'm the big dog doing this stuff. I just feel great. And I've been living so many years just doing it. Ain't nobody said that. Ain't not happened really. I'm just living in the underground, being a weirdo. Oh, then I jump into something else thinking I'm real fancy, real sexy and all that. And I feel like it ain't gonna never balance out. Look, I've been doing what I do. People help me. They bag me up in the system, out the system, government, underground. I'm deuces. I'm good. What they gonna do to me, right? I'm covered. All of a sudden, God steps in and all this wacky tax stuff start happening. And you can't explain it, and you trying to figure it out. You don't kill 4, 5, 6 people, if not more. Oh, Jesus. I don't have to stop right here. I can go further. And I'm just carrying on my life, being weird. And again, things keep going crazy. Things keep going out of order. And I can't quite put my hand on it. I can't put my thumb on it. And I can't figure it out. And it seems like other people are finally getting higher, better, and even more legitimate situations than what I was trying to do. And now I'm mad. And because I'm in that little state of, oh no, I gotta be the top. I gotta take from everybody else, even if I gotta take you out, because I just gotta be the top. And God starts balancing it out where you can't do those same things. People are not supporting you the same way. And you're now dwindling like you had everybody else dwindling, whichever way, health-wise, whatever. And now they're all getting better, or the other people are away from you where you can't do that foolishness. Maybe you're under some type of surveillance or something. I don't know. You just can't do what you used to do. Then you're trying to hire other folks and your little gangbang friends to do something, and that's not working. Because they're like, hey, man, it's too much heat. What up? I don't know you. What? No, we good. And they cut it off. We don't want no smoke. We don't want no beef. We don't want no heat. We good. So you can't do the same things. Plus, God got your health all jacked up now. You don't know when everything's going to fall apart for you and your folks. Now, I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't know how I got this. It was years ago I heard it. But it was that somebody made their whole family sick. Even their kids. And I kept trying to figure out the kids too. It was a boy and a girl, I guess. Or some boys and girls. Now, how they get sick? And I'm like, was this like they were sexing on the kids? Were they putting the kids out in the group? And what's really going on? Was there an accident and they had to give a transfusion and the blood wasn't checked and they got sick? Everybody got the daddy's blood because he was hunching on stuff and things and people and places and things and stuff. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. So I did not ask for this, but sometimes, okay, and what I wanted to come on and say, see, I'm all over, is that I don't ask to see things or hear things, okay? Now, no dead people spoke to me. Wait a minute, somebody showed me something. They didn't speak, but they showed me a name, and I promise you, I looked it up, and it was exactly what I've been hearing I needed. And I was sitting there like, what? Hold on now. Is this person dead? I wouldn't know. But they sure gave me a leg, hand, sky up. What you gonna do, fight them? I'm telling you, God said meet them outside. For some of y'all so bad on the beat up people. God said he waiting on some of y'all outside. I don't know if your porch gonna collapse, your house gonna fall on you, you gonna fall out and something gonna swipe you down. I don't know. And I ain't trying to make nobody scared, but y'all need to consult y'all creator because he said meet him outside. You want people to be scared to come outside? He said I want you to come outside. Now you figure that out for yourself. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm just a messenger. So I see things and I hear things play out like a TV. I'll be asking for that stuff. Now, I am that guy's phone told down. It died, I think. I'm going in the right. I need to go further up. Yeah. So yeah. Thank you for your patience. So I see things, I hear things, I see it like a movie, like a play. I can write the stuff down and present it a certain way, but it seems too real to life. So I share it. I don't know whose life I could be saving, mine or someone else's. So I don't take this stuff lightly because I know personally I go through things and it ain't cool. Let me show you what's going on here. You got this truck over here. I don't know why it's bopping. Maybe somebody was coming towards them. CT55324. We like to put a tag on it, honey. So if something else happens along the way, y'all see what I see. Okay. So normally I'm at Vera's Vogue Report at Daily Divine Guidance 9774. But someone wants me to walk away from that. And they need to go sit down and do some prayer and supplications because who cares? I don't make money on this stuff. I don't care. Why do they care? Okay, you need to sit down somewhere. Anyway, so somehow the second thing, okay, so the first thing, as I stated, is to train your mind to think a certain way. Okay, and then you have to train your spirit to understand that things do happen. You're not exempt. And the best you can do is to understand This is not the all in all. This is not the end of anything. This is not all in once. Let's process this. It is more or less take it one step at a time. You know, one step at a time. Okay, one bite at a time. Okay, yeah, you don't have to process anything all at once. You don't have to try and understand. You don't have to try and, you know, yeah, just one step at a time, one bite at a time. Process it, you know, consume it, digest it if possible. It might be hard to digest, to swallow, but you got to eat, you got to practice. So practice and eat spiritual stuff. You got spiritual fruit, you got spiritual vegetables, you got people are so ignorant. It's a car next to me that's almost about darn near go around me. So they so busy. This big old truck, as you can see, trying to make a wide turn. This clown doing their best to go around me to go with this truck. Our people are so ignorant outside. Like, you just gonna stop because it's fun. You understand that bus back up a little further. He was, because those cars, sometimes the cars in the turning lane, if the cars are too tight, they're not gonna try and figure out how to get out the way and let it go by. Truck got to back up and rock out, figure it out. Go. Sure. Hate this little section right here. All these little stupid lights. These people acting privileged. I'm telling you, Chicago is a dump spot. They got so many little stupid rules when it comes to cars and trucks and people. I have the right of way. And they'll hit you. You go out there in front of them. It's my turn. Get up. Anyway, so point is, the third thing is to know that God is your creator. He made you wonderfully, and you don't have to want for anything. Healing, provision, everything is provided up under the umbrella of Christ. And the strange thing is, you don't want to wait until things happen to take an advantage of this. Okay? You don't want to wait until something happens to take advantage of all these benefits. You want to stay in compliance with God, the Holy Spirit, your sources, your source, so that when things happen, it's a smooth transition. And it comes through, as they say, praying, fasting, communicating on a regular. It's kind of like that good friend that while life is happening and everything's okay, y'all chatting, having fun, he cheat, because he's not like man. Absolutely not. Okay? He doesn't lie. He doesn't forsake. He doesn't change, you know. He's always there. See this car right here, the red car? They're trying to get ahead of me. That's fine. Come on, baby. Get out the way. See? Little clown. Anyway. So, basically, they always want to be first. They just can't be considerate. Play like he was going to turn and not jump in front of me. But, you know, everybody want to be first. Nobody wants to be courteous. Now, even if I can be at the advantage, I will stop and still let the children feel like they're first. Because it makes everybody feel good, right? Now, see this car here first? The little silver car? So, I'm not going to sit here and take their little spot because they feel special right now. And I'm sure they want to back in. Oh, no driving ass. She thinks she funny. Stupid. Are you going to get right here? I want to park back there. Anyway. So, thought she was so brilliant. Trying to pull up so they can swing in. Oh, she thought she was so smart. They don't want that part. They want a closer park. See how that person just dipped in? If they said I was already right here. It's what it is, baby. Okay? It's what it is. Nobody care. Okay? I just want to get a permit, get in, get out. Ain't no fight. Ain't no argument. Ain't no, no parking wars or anything. It's okay. Okay? Yeah, we ain't finna have no stroke over no park. If we're not. It's okay. Let them play all the little games, makes them feel great. Whoever they are, they can do all those shenanigans. No beef. No problem. Okay? You're going to get in sooner or later. But look how small this is. And you got all these people that like to shop. Some people sit and drive slowly. Some people come out. I'm going to sit here. I don't know where they're going. I don't. Just going to turn my lights on. Or they're going past me. So we're going to follow the crowd. See them? Moving like, what you call them? Groves. So just wait for them to move out. Oh, it's park right there. Somebody left as soon as I moved from over there. Somebody can. So anyway, there's 2 people leaving. Now you see the red car just pulled up. Now this is the same one that's been playing with me. Now watch, they gonna pull out to the advantage of the other car. They thinking now how they gonna do that. That's what they do. I'm not gonna be fighting over these little spots. Oh, these people that like to play outside. I'm not. Now I could go because there's another little car, and I'm gonna go because I was already right here. And they're gonna wait for their little Mustang to do what they do. They love magic. That's great. All right. And I know they ain't blowing at me. We're just gonna focus on ourselves because we ain't bothering nobody. Okay. I know they ain't blowing like you saw me right here. I know they not. I know y'all not witnessing this stupidity. Okay. I know you're not. Okay. All right. There you go. So there's another car coming out right there, as I stated. Oh, there's some nice room. Okay, they got spacious little spots. Now, so the third thing is so you processing your mind to think a certain way. You're training your mind, and then you have your spirit that you have to feed vegetables, fruits. You gotta have a certain type of relationship. You don't want to wait till there's a crisis to call your best friend, right? What I'm noticing now in Chicago is that there's a lot of ignorant people. They like to be there, think they're intelligent. So one of the guys, when I say my spirit, one of the guys has a lot of little female friends because I don't think he's ever going to get married and have a girlfriend because his mama is his girlfriend. She don't mean to be that way. I don't know how it is that way, but this boy seems to be overly concerned with his mom. Well, he probably will never have a regular relationship. Now, I don't care what he do. He probably go on dates and everything, but I don't think he's ever going to really have anything solid because he just loves his mom like that. That's great. But he was coming at me a little way because I was telling him how when you call the police, the Hobson started talking to him, telling him that they understand why people when the cops are saying, the female cops, which are programmed to be stupid. Okay, some of them. They were saying that they get tired of going to these calls and they're trying to discipline the men, which ain't their job. Their job is only to diffuse whatever's going on or remove the threat. It's very simple, but they get them. Like I said, I don't know if these are gang members or what. I don't know who will be hiring these people. I don't know. Maybe they raped them as kids and put them in position. Listen, I don't know. People that was on the island, I can tell this rough, like thuggish. So I don't know what city or state this is. Anyway, so we're talking. Yeah, my female cop friends be saying the same thing. Like they just get tired of getting these calls to go and answer, calls. And the women are defending the men. And blah, 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 blah. And blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what? Yeah. And you come and she's saying he beating her up and doing stuff. And you trying to carry him away from her. And she's talking about don't hurt him. And, That's my man. That's my husband. That's my son. You can just call and say this man was busting you up and doing some stuff. Huh? You just say you felt threatened. This man can hurt you. And that's why we came and responded. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. And here you come. So, oh, don't hurt him. You too rough. And then you go to court. And then you don't want to press charges. So why are we intervening? They say they get tired of rescuing y'all and y'all change your mind. And then you end up dead. And it's like, your job is to simply come to this thing and not have so much emotional investment. Okay? Somebody says there's an issue, you show your butt up, you follow protocol, you diffuse the situation. If it sounds escalated, you respond. You take that person to court. If they tell you have to show up, you show up. They say they don't want to press charges. So what? Now, the only reason why I believe people have such investment in the correction of these people is because they're getting paid. Why else would you be sitting here acting like you so upset when somebody kind of says, okay, yeah, I really want it to happen to this person. I mean, does anything have to happen to the person? The person's acting uncontrollable. I called you to mediate. It didn't mean I want you to lock them up and distance them from me forever. But you said he was a threat. So once again, does that mean I hate the person and you can harm them? Does that mean I want them to get locked up? Maybe they should take a walk. Sometimes they tell them to take a walk. So they're saying it's on y'all to figure it out. I get it. He said he get it. But my thing is, they started saying, we ain't even going to respond to those calls. We're going to take our time. Because we're tired of showing up, doing our job, which I don't think is being a thug. But we can show up, do our job to diffuse or remove the threat. And then he's whipping, wait, the women. Oh, I mean, don't put your hands on him. And they be like, well, what the frick you want? You say he's threatening you, he's scaring you, he's hitting you, he's threatening the kids. What the frick? He ain't finna threaten us. What you want? I get it. So he said they tired of showing up, and y'all saying you don't want to press charges, or by the time you get to court, you say, oh no, I don't want to press charges. I want to drop them. Most time it's because these cowards that can't control themselves been threatening the girl, beat her up, had sex with her, raped her. Probably had several people come beat her up, tore a car up, bust the windows, had kids kicked out, got her kicked out of the house. Next thing, now if you don't tell them to drop the charges, I'll kill you. Are you under duress, ma'am? Was anybody forcing you to say this? No. You got to block out. And you explain. Oh, I went to my kid's soccer class in the wintertime outside and we got hurt. Huh? Soccer in the winter? Yo, we was visiting Brazil. They look at each other. This is why we don't save them. So he was saying how the women get upset. I mean, the female cops get upset because they want to come and rescue the women. They've been in situations, they understand. But they get tired of when they show up, the women defending the men. So basically, again, they'll be like, well, we ain't going to accept the call. So, or they'll take their time. So my thing is, sir, the one I was talking to, if your mom has a friend that she met in high school and they hook up and they cool, first couple of years, whatever, but the one night he comes over and he's acting totally off his little rocker. Him, pew, your mom calls the cops. She never had no problem. She's a good person. You know she is. I know she is. And those cops had that moment where they say, she's just going to defend him. We ain't going to show up. And your mom never saw this man act that way. So it is to her surprise and her detriment that he's doing it. And this is the one night they do judge and jury. She just gonna defend him. We ain't going. We just gonna, and this is your mom. Oh, I see what they saying. I see what they saying. I said, so if it was your mother and her friend showed up, you met the friend been cool for years. And all of a sudden, this one night, his friend come over drunk, which you didn't hear it on the phone. She loves a man. They hanging out. And this man starts acting schizo bipolar out his mind. Very dangerous. And she calls for help. And those same officers, your friends, say something like, man, we tired of these women. We're going to judge them and just pretend that they're not going to let us do our jobs. And they're going to be telling us not to hurt these men. Don't lock them up. So we're just not coming. We're not going to come. We ain't going. I said, how would you feel if your mother came up, hurt her dead? Because they were judge and jury. It's not their jobs to judge. I understand their frustration. But their sole job is to show up fresh at every event without prejudice. They're prejudging without statistics. And we're not trying to play judge and jury. Period. They're going to do their job. That's it. Because it could be somebody's life. Oh, none of y'all ever prosecute. And then y'all be crying when the man busts y'all in the head or kill all. It is good to be wise and vigilant. If you see somebody showing signs of crazy, I don't care if it's your kids, your mama, it's wise for you to pay attention. And at the appropriate prayerful time if needed. You know, sometimes you gotta pray yourself out of some of this stuff. You can't be praying. I'm trying to tell you, can't be playing with everybody. Some of these people be on demon time. I don't know if they was paid, they got doped up, they took some money to do some experiments and then messed their head up because they was experimenting. They didn't care who they unleash you these people on when they get through doing these little experiments. And you happen to be the little victim. Because you suspecting and sweet. Unsuspecting. You didn't see it coming. Somebody thinks that's entertaining and profitable. Uh-oh. So, it behooves you to pay attention whenever you start to see signs. Don't ignore it. Okay? So, spiritual food, your mental health, operating under God. It's not a joke. There's people out here that's been paid to be goofy. Whether it's experimental drugs or they just on drugs or somebody put them on drugs, you gotta be wise. Anybody not acting in the accordance of Christ, they are suspect. You can play a fool if you want. Oh, that's just how they be. Oh, my daddy was like that, my uncle. Okay. And that's why they saying don't want to respond to these calls. Because you act like it's casual and it's normal. And it's really not. No. I don't care what you do. Third thing, once again, you gotta keep trusting God throughout the entire process. Keep notes. Do your due diligence. Hold on, little baby. You got it? This man backing up the baby, putting the card up. Well, I was just saying your baby to put the card up. But I need to know. Here, but you see him? Oh, let me turn back around. They let the baby put the card up right here. He backing up. That baby was. I don't know. Can't see everything. So no baby put up no card in this big old lot. Anyway, guys, I'm going in. Talk to you later. Hope I said something to help. Life is real outside. We got that.